The mist on Bull Shoals Lake doesn't just sit there. It listens. At least, that is what the man they call the Hillbillyguitardude told the folks gathered at Crowie's Nest Landing on the night the mountains finally decided to speak back. Long before he was a ghost of the timberline, he was just a man named Elias. He had a shiny guitar and a big-shot contract in a city full of neon lights. But the city had a strange way of stealing a man's rhythm, you know. He got tired of music that was manufactured, music that felt hollow. He started longing for a song that was earned, one that grew right out of the ground. So one spring morning, he packed a single rucksack, grabbed his battered acoustic guitar, the one scarred with hand-carved hummingbirds, and just drove. He drove until the pavement turned to gravel, and the gravel turned to dirt. He found a little cedar-shack cabin tucked behind the limestone bluffs of the White River, deep in the shade of the Ozark backwoods. And that's where he settled. For 3 whole years, Elias didn't speak a single word. He just listened. He listened to the deep, low-frequency thrum of the Bull Shoals Dam, like a giant's heartbeat. He listened to the rhythmic clicking of the cicadas in the summer heat, and the way the wind whistled through the hollows like a flute made of ancient stone. He was soaking it all in, every sound, every silence. The real transformation happened on a Tuesday night. The moon was hanging so low in the sky, it looked like you could reach out and touch the water. Elias sat on a flat rock by the river and tried to match the vibration of the earth with his guitar strings. As he played, he wasn't just plucking notes. He started to hum. It was this deep, resonant sound that vibrated right in his chest and echoed off the canyon walls. It wasn't a song for the radio. It was the actual heartbeat of the Ozarks. And that was the night Elias died, and the Hillbillyguitardude was born. He became a nomad of the hills, a troubadour for the trees. You'd never know where he'd turn up. He'd just appear at remote campsites or lakeside bonfires, his denim vest all frayed by briars, and his beard tangled with the scent of pine needle smoke. He never asked for money. All he wanted was a seat by the fire and a moment of silence before he began. He'd strike a chord that sounded exactly like the morning fog lifting off the lake, and then he'd start that low, haunting hum. It was a sound that reminded the locals of who they were and where they came from. It was a sound that felt like home. He taught the Ozarks that they didn't need a fancy stage to be heard. They just needed someone to listen to the song that was already playing in the wind. To this day, if you're ever out on Bull Shoals Lake after all the boats have docked and the sun has dipped below the ridge, you might hear it, a distant, vibrating melody floating across the water. Don't go looking for him. Just close your eyes and listen. That's just the Hillbillyguitardude, making sure the mountains don't forget how to hum. Thanks for listening to this story with me. If you enjoyed this journey into the heart of the Ozarks, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more tales from the backwoods. See you next time.